How many dogs do you have?
I don't have that number right now, but I can give it number now.
Why shouldn't you have it? You are coming for budget defense, and it will include.
I take the fault, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, let me put it differently. How much did you spend last year feeding dogs?
We don't have the statistics here, sir. But yes, you don't have it. Right, I don't have it, but before the closure of the meeting, I will have the. Is it there? Is it there? It's not there. Yes, sir.
And body language. That you can't account for how much you spend to feed 6 dogs.
Not just 6 dogs, sir.
How many?
Not, we have doctors.
6 veterinary doctors.
Sir, within the veterinary unit, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have dog handlers that are professionals.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me just take one. 2 more for us to expect that in determining to employ 6 veterinary doctors, you took into account the number of dogs that they are supposed to look after. I don't know what you have here. We are all here. If you don't seem to be able to account for what you are presenting, then it casts a big question mark on the entire presentation. Although she called it a simple question, or how did you describe it? Minute, yeah. You can see that your minute question, the entire team is battling with it.
And what is this?
No. We need to have these things. Because we must appropriate money for people if they don't know what to do with it.
Okay, wait one.
We need to convince ourselves that at least we were told that they have dogs and they know the number of dogs, they have doctors, and this is the cost per dog for us to be able to defend it.
The cost of feeding a dog per day is 800 naira. This is it.
Brother, I just want them to know that we are not going to rubber stamp anything. And if they are not able to give us satisfactory answers to our questions, we will adjourn until they are ready. But we will not stamp because we are in a hurry. Because the taxpayers' money is not acquired in a hurry. People work hard to pay their taxes, for which we are appropriating. If they are going to spend that money for anything, they need to convince us that they know what they are doing. So if they can't tell us the number of dogs they have, the location of those dogs, and how much they spend to feed. The
cost of feeding a dog per day is 800 naira. This is it.
Brother, I just want them to know that we are not going to rubber stamp anything. And if they are not able to give us satisfactory answers to our questions, we will adjourn until they are ready. But we will not stamp because we are in a hurry. Because the taxpayers' money is not acquired in a hurry. People work hard to pay their taxes, for which we are appropriating. If they are going to spend that money for anything, they need to convince us that they know what they are doing. So if they can't tell us the number of dogs they have, the location of those dogs, and how much they spend to feed them, why should we believe their numbers when it comes to 81,000 quote inmates? So for me, it's about the integrity test. Can we trust the figures? That we are not convinced about. But at least one thing has come out. And because there were a couple of reasons why we're asking these questions. Not only to test whether you are sure of your own figures, but even to place some weight on what to tell us. One second. One thing that has come out is that an unconvicted Nigerian who is presumed innocent in law, according to you, you feel that innocent who is presumed innocent with 750 naira a day at 250 naira per meal, and then a dog, which may be a Nigerian dog or an imported dog, you know, you feed the dog with at least 800 naira a day. So a dog is better fed in Nigeria prison than an innocent Nigerian who is held in your custody. At least that has come out. This is not your fault, and so don't try to be defensive. Yeah. It just shows the crisis of money. I mean, it's a policy issue, whether it is the intention of government to appropriate more money to feed animals than to feed human beings. And that is a major policy issue for us. It is just that you didn't seem to have done your homework. You should have told us exactly what is it that, in your estimate, from your experience. And when you talk about your experience, remember that we are all in the same market. Only that my co-chair may be going to Dunes to buy his vegetable, and I will go to farmer's market.
No, I go to
after the flies are feasted on it, the prices are a bit. I don't want to mention the farmer's market, so they don't I use it against me elsewhere. Okay. But just to say that, you know, we expect you to speak more clearly. That is the only way we can help you, and we're not actually helping you. The intention is to provide some comfort to those people who, for no fault of theirs, most of the time, are detained because of the power of big men and big women who want to teach them a lesson. And because the government is unable to prosecute, they end up spending more time than they would have even done if they were convicted for the offense for which they are detained. So we have a duty to be our brothers' keepers. They are just suspects. And that is why it hurts if indeed this is the way they are treated. Any one of us could end up there.
Yeah.
Because in any case, governors have ended up there. It's only president who have not yet ended up there. And who knows? Yeah. A president has actually ended up there, a former head of state has ended up in prison. Maybe you have a way of providing for those, because the one I know can't survive for 750.
Okay, sir. The sum of 28.1 billion was appropriated to the current overhead. Then cost, food ration, overhead running cost. Then how did you get, what is the ration per inmate?